Welcome, defense enthusiasts and curious minds. Today we tackle a pressing question: can the Philippines stop a missile attack? For this island nation, it's a matter of sovereignty and survival. The skies above the Philippines are increasingly contested, and the nation's air defense is under the spotlight. We'll break down the armed forces of the Philippines' modernization: new radars, Israeli interceptors, Indian supersonic missiles, and American systems. How do these pieces fit together? What's the real goal, an impenetrable shield or a credible deterrent? We'll explore the latest developments, alliances, and the challenges ahead. Join us as we unpack the systems, strategies, and stakes in one of the world's most significant military transformations. The urgency behind the Philippines' military modernization is real, and it's more pressing now than ever before. As the world's geopolitical landscape shifts, the Philippines finds itself at the center of a region marked by uncertainty and growing external threats. The nation's leaders and military strategists recognize that the ability to defend the country's airspace is no longer a distant goal, but an immediate necessity. This urgency is driven by escalating tensions in the South China Sea, where overlapping territorial claims and frequent confrontations have made the region a flashpoint for potential conflict. The Philippines, with its vast coastline and strategic location, is particularly vulnerable to these rising threats. Incidents like the June 2024 confrontation at 2nd Thomas Shoal are stark reminders of the risks. These events highlight just how quickly disputes can escalate, and how essential it is for the Philippines to have a robust and credible defense posture to deter aggression and protect its interests. In response, the armed forces of the Philippines has shifted its focus outward, embracing the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept. This approach is not just about defending the land, but about creating a multi-layered shield that can detect, deter, and defeat threats across the country's vast maritime and aerial domains. It's a strategy that recognizes the unique challenges of defending an archipelago, where threats can emerge from any direction. At the heart of this new defense posture is air defense. Air defense is the cornerstone. Without it, territorial defense is impossible. It forms the first and most critical line of protection, ensuring that hostile aircraft and missiles are detected and neutralized before they can inflict damage. In modern warfare, the threat landscape has evolved. Long-range missiles and advanced aerial weapons can strike from hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away, putting military bases, critical infrastructure, and even government centers at risk. The ability to defend against these threats is no longer optional. It's essential for national survival. Developing a credible counter-missile capability is about more than just winning battles. It's about ensuring the country's survival in the face of modern threats, and maintaining the freedom to make independent decisions without fear of coercion or attack. Every new radar installation, missile battery, and command center represents a significant step forward. These investments are not just about hardware. They're about building a resilient defense network that can adapt to new challenges and safeguard the nation's sovereignty for generations to come. The stakes couldn't be higher. As the Philippines faces an increasingly complex security environment, defending the skies is no longer just a military priority. It's central to the nation's future, its independence, and the safety of its people. Before interception comes detection, and that means radar. In any modern defense system, the ability to see threats before they arrive is absolutely critical. Radar is the silent sentinel, always watching, always scanning the skies and seas for anything out of the ordinary. It's the first line of defense, providing the early warning that can make the difference between safety and disaster. Since 2017, the Philippines has built a comprehensive radar bubble, sourcing advanced systems from Japan, the US, Germany, and Canada. This network is not just a collection of hardware, but a carefully planned shield that stretches across the archipelago, covering key approaches by air and sea. Each installation is strategically placed to maximize coverage and minimize gaps, ensuring that no threat can slip through unnoticed. These radars can spot everything from fighter jets to low-flying cruise missiles and high-arcing ballistic threats. Their advanced sensors can distinguish between civilian and military aircraft, track multiple targets simultaneously, and even detect stealthy or fast-moving objects that might evade older systems. This level of detection is essential for a country facing a complex and evolving security environment. Japanese JFPS-3 and J/TPS-P-14 radars, for example, track multiple targets at once, minimizing blind spots across the archipelago. These systems are designed for reliability and resilience, able to operate in harsh weather and withstand electronic interference. Their integration into the Philippine network represents a leap forward in both technology and capability. Data from these sites feeds into a modern C4 ISR network, fusing information from ground, sea, and future air assets. This network acts as the brain of the defense system, processing vast amounts of data in real time and distributing it to commanders and operators across the country. The result is a unified, up-to-the-minute picture of the battle space. This integrated picture gives commanders the situational awareness to respond quickly and effectively. With accurate, real-time information, they can make informed decisions, coordinate responses, and deploy assets where they're needed most. It's a force multiplier that turns raw data into actionable intelligence. The radar network is the nervous system of the defense strategy. Without it, interceptors would be firing blind. Every radar site, every data link, and every operator is a vital part of this system, working together to create a seamless shield over the nation. Building this invisible shield is the Philippines' most fundamental step toward credible missile defense. It's an investment not just in technology, but in national security and sovereignty, laying the groundwork for a safer future in an increasingly uncertain world. Once a threat is detected, interception begins. The Israeli-made SPYDER system is the Philippines' primary tool, mobile, quick reaction, and capable of targeting aircraft, drones, and cruise missiles. With Python 5 and Derby missiles, SPYDER batteries can engage threats at varying ranges and altitudes, creating flexible defensive zones. Their mobility allows rapid redeployment, making them hard to target and increasing survivability. SPYDER is the nation's first modern surface-to-air missile shield, turning Philippine airspace into a contested environment. Strategic placement of these batteries forces adversaries to think twice before any aerial intrusion. Defense isn't just about stopping attacks, it's about deterring them. Enter the BrahMos supersonic anti-ship cruise missile, delivered to the Philippine Marine Corps in 2024. With speeds near Mach 3 and a range of 290 kilometers, BrahMos can threaten enemy ships far from shore. Its speed and power make interception nearly impossible, forcing adversaries to operate at a distance. BrahMos turns the coastline into a weaponized barrier, complicating any hostile naval action. While not an anti-missile system, its presence changes the strategic calculus, deterring aggression at sea. The best defense sometimes is a credible offense. The U.S. alliance is a force multiplier for Philippine defense. During Balikatan 2025, U.S. forces deployed the MATIS system, mobile, versatile, and designed to counter drones and low-flying threats. Training with MATIS gives Philippine forces hands-on experience with cutting-edge tech. Even more significant, the Typhoon missile system, capable of launching Tomahawk and SM-6 missiles, arrived in the north. Typhoon extends defensive reach and introduces a credible anti-missile capability. The Philippines plans to acquire Typhoon, signaling a leap in its air and missile defense. No nation builds a modern military alone. Alliances are essential. The U.S.-Philippines partnership provides technology, training, and intelligence, with Balikatan exercises evolving into complex war games. Japan is another key partner, supplying advanced radars and soon, Navy destroyers to extend defense at sea. These alliances create a network of support, making the security environment more challenging for any adversary. Trilateral cooperation with the U.S. and Japan, is now a cornerstone of regional security. Joint exercises and hardware transfers accelerate the Philippines' modernization. Being part of a team gives the AFP strategic depth and access to expertise it couldn't develop alone. In missile defense, alliances are a decisive advantage. Acquiring new hardware is one thing, making it work together is another. The Philippines sources systems from Israel, India, the US, and Japan, each with unique software and protocols. Integration is the challenge. Japanese radars must cue Israeli SPYDERs or American Typhons instantly. This demands advanced data links, a common operating picture, and robust command infrastructure. Training a new generation to operate and maintain these systems is a long-term effort. Joint exercises help, but building deep expertise will take years. The true test of modernization is weaving these threads into a seamless, evolving defense network. So, can the Philippines stop a missile attack today? The answer? Well, it depends on a lot of factors, and the situation is more complex than it might seem at first glance. The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, faces unique challenges when it comes to defending its vast territory from modern missile threats. Against small-scale attacks, like drones or a handful of cruise missiles, the answer is increasingly yes, thanks to new radars and SPYDER batteries. These systems can detect, track, and intercept limited threats, providing a much-needed layer of protection for key military and civilian sites. The recent acquisition of modern air defense technology has significantly improved the country's ability to respond quickly to sudden, isolated attacks. But when it comes to a large, coordinated missile barrage, dozens or even hundreds of missiles launched at once, the current defenses would be overwhelmed. The sheer number of interceptors needed, combined with the archipelago's sprawling geography, makes a nationwide missile shield nearly impossible with today's resources. Even the most advanced systems can only cover so much ground, and gaps remain. Defending against hypersonic or advanced ballistic missiles remains out of reach for now. These weapons travel at incredible speeds and can maneuver unpredictably, making them extremely difficult to intercept with existing technology. The Philippines, like many countries, is still years away from fielding defenses capable of reliably stopping such threats. The real achievement, however, is deterrence, raising the cost of aggression and making any attack a risky gamble for potential adversaries. By investing in credible defenses and demonstrating readiness, the Philippines signals that any hostile action will come at a significant price, discouraging would-be attackers from taking the risk. Systems like BrahMos, SPYDER, and Typhon create what's known as a porcupine defense. This strategy doesn't make the country impenetrable, but it does make it dangerous and costly to attack. The presence of these advanced systems means that any aggressor must think twice before launching an assault, knowing they'll face stiff resistance. The Philippines is no longer a passive target, it's becoming an active defender. Through rigorous training, modernization, and a renewed focus on national security, the country is building a force that can respond to threats and protect its people. The transformation is visible in the professionalism of its troops and the growing sophistication of its military exercises. Progress in the last 5 years has been remarkable, with new equipment, better training, and stronger partnerships. But the journey is far from over. Continued investment, innovation, and vigilance are needed to keep pace with evolving threats and ensure the safety of the nation. Integration, training, and sustained alliances, especially with regional and global partners, are key to future security. Building a network of support and sharing intelligence will help the Philippines stay ahead of emerging dangers. What do you think about the country's evolving defense strategy? Join the discussion and stay tuned as this story unfolds. The future of the Philippines' defense is being written right now, and your voice matters in shaping the conversation.